Are you ready for it?
Hey guys.
Hi,
I'm Hannah.
and I'm Brandy.
And you're listening to
Not So Serious Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you to the new followers since the last episode.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for all the views on our last episode.
Yeah, I
It
feel
kind of
like
popped off.
it really did, and I feel like that wasn't our best episode.
I mean, it was alright.
But like, why that one getting views?
I don't know.
It's
But I'll
like
take it.
y'all need to watch the other ones. I
Watch the other
promise, it's
ones.
better. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling like myself last week.
Yeah, now I'm there this week. I've been sick since Saturday night, and it's now Thursday. And if I sound like really nasally, like I'm losing my voice, that's why I've been a little sick. But I'm not contagious, so don't worry about that. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm not fine, but I'm making it.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Okay. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm gonna do my best today. I'm sorry if my voice sounds really bad.
Trying to get fixed over here. I feel like I look awful. I work today. This is work makeup and work hair, and I literally just put on a big t-shirt, and I feel like I look like crap, but it's fine.
Yeah, I just put on one of my mom's sweatshirts that she gave me.
We don't really care over here.
Yeah, it's not so serious.
But if y'all start giving me some views, I might dress up a little bit.
It's not so
I'll throw on
serious.
a dress or something.
Not that serious. We took a shot of bourbon before we started because
I did it for fun.
Well, she did it for fun. My sinuses hate me right now. Oh my God, let me tell you, my mom made me this concoction because I've been coughing a whole lot, and that's why my voice sounds like this. And I've been staying with my mom lately, but I'll kind of get into that later. She made me, it was like kind of like a double shot size, I guess. It was rye whiskey, lemon juice, and honey.
Oh, I bet that was good.
Oh no, it was terrible. It was awful. It was awful. But when I tell you, it burned my throat all the way down to the pit of my stomach. She said it was like 100 proof rye whiskey. And y'all, I said, Mama, I have to work in the morning. You're trying to get me drunk.
You know what would be good for you? You know that drink we had in Mystic Falls with
yeah,
the Brothers Bond and the ginger ale and
Yeah.
the honey and the lemon? Like
that would
would
be
hit
good.
right now.
I really have been wanting to go to Starbucks and get me one of those teas,
Mhm.
the medicine balls or
Mhm.
whatever they are.
It's like the honey citrus mint. crap.
Yeah. I've been needing that, and I told Dee I've been craving since I've been sick, like that soup you get at the hibachi, the little clear soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want some of that. I've worked all week, and then Tuesday I had to take a CPR class.
Mhm.
I sat in the classroom all day, and I had to perform life-saving measures on a mannequin.
Did y'all sing "Staying Alive"?
No.
Oh.
I mean, listen, I'm fully confident that if somebody was to fall out in front of me, I could save their life. Like, I'm good at chest compressions. Because, like, you know, they have, like, on The Office, they have, like, the dummy or whatever.
She learned them from The Office.
I learned it from The Office. And if you're doing it right, it pops up like a green light, like that you're doing it right. And I did the green light the whole time.
Every time we watch a TV show or something and they're doing any kind of medical thing, Hannah's like, they're doing that all wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong. I can't even look. This isn't. He's dead. Like
Yes. I've worked in healthcare for like almost 8 years between my last 2 jobs, and I've just seen a lot. Like, and these TV shows, even Grey's Anatomy, like
if you're gonna do it, that's something easy that you can look up and do right.
right.
You know?
Yeah. And Grey's Anatomy is a medical show, and I feel like they should do better.
I feel like the actress that plays Miranda Bailey, I feel like she really could save my life in real life.
I know.
She's been on
She's
there
really
forever.
convincing.
And she knows everything.
Yeah.
I was watching this. It was a TikTok with her, and they was asking her like real medical questions, and she was getting them all right.
I bet so. Like, you think you've been on a medical show that long, and you
Like, you
probably
pick up
actually
some
really
stuff.
learn, like,
And if
what
I
to
was
do.
doing an episode, I'd be like, okay, I'd probably look it up. Okay, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, I'd want to know.
Yeah, exactly. Because that helps you, like, get into your character and, like, get into the episode.
I feel
The
like she could
storyline.
save my life.
Yeah.
She really could.
But we had to do, like, a 10-minute nonstop code. So this mannequin with no arms or legs, that's
Already
not part
did
of it. What quality of life do we have there anyways? It was this mannequin, and he just has a head, and like half of his torso. And it was me and the girl that I work with and 3 other people that I didn't know from other clinics. And we had to perform a 10-minute code on this fake man. And I mean, like, do the whole thing, like, talk to him and everything. And we had to, like, bag him. We had to, like, do switch out chest compressions, like, shock him and everything.
I'd be laughing.
And it was kind of funny because she was like, you need to start, like, sir, are you okay? Are you okay? And one of the women was like, are you okay, sir? And I was like,
he can't speak.
I don't think he's okay. He's plastic. But I did perform life-saving measures on him. And after the 10 minutes was up, I think we brought him back.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So, I can save your life.
What have you been watching this week as far as TV?
Well, my life has been so hectic lately. I literally have no time to start a new TV show. Like, I don't have
You've
time.
been watching The Voice, haven't you?
I've been watching oh my God, I've been watching The Voice. I love
You picked
The
your
Voice.
team?
Yeah, my team is picked. Let me know in the comments if you like The Voice, and I could kind of talk about it more in the future. But I love The Voice. I got into it last season when Reba came on there. I was like, oh, I fucking love her. I love her. Mother Reba. Queen Reba. So I started watching it, and I fell in love with it. So I've been watching it since last season. And
I walked into her house earlier, and she was listening to Reba.
Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. That's her best song. That is a banger. Listen, you play that in the club,
single
and I'm on
mom
the floor.
who works
2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops.
That's a banger.
It is a banger.
The Reba TV show,
it was good.
I love that show.
It's good.
I want to rewatch it.
It's good.
Mama was watching it the other day. I was
Really?
like, oh my God, are you watching Reba?
Dee said he used to watch it like with his mom when he was younger.
That would be on when I got out of school. Like
Yeah,
Reba would be
yeah.
on. I'd watch Reba every day. Came on
Love
at like
her.
4:00.
She is an icon. I love her. Dan and Shay is on there this season.
Mhm.
This is it's like the first duo chair, and I think Shay's really hot.
Sorry, Dan.
Sorry, Dan. I mean, Dan's okay, but Shay is.
He's there.
I mean,
and he's there too.
they had to put Dan's name first because Shay steals the show. I'm sorry. I mean, that man's voice, and we already know I love John Legend. And Chance the Rapper.
He's been on there before and he came back.
I'm so glad he came back. Because I thought we were losing our eye candy because Niall left this season.
Listen, now is going to be up the road.
Yeah.
In June. I want to go so bad. Please go with me, dude. I want to go.
I know. I do really like Niall.
I feel like that'd be a good concert. I feel like he put on a little show.
Yeah. Where he messed up was singing that song with John Legend, though. The show, that song with John Legend.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sing with John Legend. You just don't sing with John Legend. Because John Legend is going to stage 90% of people up. I'm sorry. I love Niall. He's a great singer. But John Legend is top tier. He's got the voice of an angel. If he was my husband, I would make him sing me to sleep every night. I'd be like, just sing. And Dave was like, his wife probably gets tired of that. I was like, I bet she don't.
I bet you she don't.
I bet he sings the kids to sleep. Do you imagine how in love she is with him? Probably. Sorry, I'm getting way off track. But yeah, we got our eye candy back with Chance the Rapper this season because he is fine.
He is.
He's a short king, but he's fine.
He's taller than me.
Hey, that's all that matters. Love him.
It doesn't take much to be taller than me.
Love him. But yeah, I've been watching The Voice. I got my mama and Timmy watching The 100.
Oh my God! Did they finish Legacies?
They're still watching Legacies.
Okay.
They're not like me. They're like you. They watch multiple shows at one time.
Yeah.
And I've been staying at my mom's, like I said, but I'll get into that a little later. But yeah. They watch like an episode of Legacies, and then they'll watch like an episode of The 100.
What season of Legacies are they on?
3.
Dang.
Yeah.
What does your mom think about Legacies? I know it's controversial.
Yeah, she said that she does really like it, and she's like us. She really likes the characters. She was like, the characters make it. And she says, of course, it's not as good as like the previous 2, but she does like it. She likes MG.
I love him.
I love MG. And we just got to where Ethan.
Oh my God, Leo Howard?
Right, yeah.
I've had a crush on that boy for like over 10 years. He
Yeah.
was on the Disney Channel back in the day.
Yeah, he just came on. And
I love him.
Yeah.
He's been going to all the conventions and stuff too.
I love Caleb.
I do too.
Caleb's
That
one of my
man can sing.
favorites.
You think about somebody that can sing? Oh my God.
He's
He's
His
amazing.
voice. I love his voice. He was singing on there the other day. You remember when Alaric and him and Cleo was like trying to get that monster to find Landon or whatever?
Yeah.
And Alaric was like singing, "Take me out to the ball game." And he was like, and then he got up there and started singing. I was like, "Yes, King, sing it." But you know, I love Legacies because I love Daddy Rick. So
You know, a lot of people don't like Daddy Rick.
that's
I guess,
fine. More for me.
Like, people on TikTok don't like him.
That's fine.
And I'm like,
I mean, I don't understand it, but it's more Daddy Rick for me.
oh my God. I love Leo Howard, though. I wish they would have done more with his character in the show. I feel, you know, he was in, you know, they were going to do that, The 100, like, they were doing that prequel show when it first happened, and Leo Howard was in it. Because they did, like, the backdoor pilot. It's on one of the episodes of The 100.
Yeah.
And it's Leo Howard, and it's this girl, and it's, like, when, like, the apocalypse first started. And he was going to be, like, a main character in that. They set him up, and then they
Why did they not
do
do that show?
I don't know. I feel like people hated it. The last season was so trashed.
Yeah.
And everybody hated it. They was like, okay, just scrap that show.
Yeah, that sucks, though.
But he was
because
about to
The
be a big
100 is a
part of
good
that.
show. Like,
yes.
yeah, the last season wasn't that great. Not very good at all. But
I want to see that. I
It's a
want to see
good
how
show.
everything started.
right.
You know?
Yeah, of course.
Because they just throw you into the middle of it.
Right. Yeah. They had a perfect opportunity to have like a really good show right there.
And I feel like that they've just moved him over to Legacies. Okay, we'll get you a job on
Right.
Legacies. But
Well, I told Mom, I said, The 100 is really good. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I said, but I'm going to
she
go
probably loves Bellamy, doesn't she?
Well, right now, Bellamy's kind of,
Well, that's how I like him. Okay, I like when he's
yeah,
mean.
Bellamy's kind of mean right now. So
That's fine. Character development.
I mean,
the worse you are at the start, the more character arcs they can make to make you better, and that's how you make a good
and
character.
Murphy's the same way.
Yep, God,
Love Murphy.
He's fine too.
She was like, "Dang, they're so mean," and I'm like, "You just wait. You just wait."
Murphy sneaks up on you. He gets that glow up.
I
and
know.
you're like,
I
oh,
told her that. I was like,
okay.
Murphy gets a glow up. I did tell her when they started watching. I said, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this is one of my favorite shows of all time. The last season is kind of trash, but you have to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But they love it.
Oh my God,
They
you should
love
get
it.
100 tattoo.
That would be dope.
You should get Wine Crew.
Just one crew.
Just Wine Crew.
Just one crew across
Just
my
the word.
forehead.
I was thinking like a cute little.
I was thinking maybe not on your forehead.
Maybe not on your forehead. Maybe, I don't know. You really don't have any more places to put a tattoo. Dude, right here.
Literally on my nipple.
No, just get Wine Crew.
I am saving my upper arm here for my children.
Oh.
So I do have a blank space there.
And I'll write
And I'll write their names on it. Literally.
Get Shaggy Head.
Shaggy head up. I'm sorry if I keep clearing my throat, y'all. I'm really trying not to. I'm trying to hold it in. But yeah, they love the 100. I love the 100.
I do too. I just feel like I love the 100. I don't like any of the relationships in the 100.
Controversial.
I'm getting really off topic right now. I'm sorry, y'all.
Controversial that Brandy hates, but I like Bellamy with Echo.
Oh God, I love Echo.
I
Don't get me wrong.
I love her.
And I like the actress, and she's been in other stuff that I like. No hate to her.
Yeah.
I don't hate people, okay?
Right.
But
Except Landon Kirby.
kept killing him 50 freaking times, and I'm like, just leave him dead.
And you know what Mama said? Her and Timmy was like, I don't see
Sorry,
why
headphone
y'all
users.
don't like Landon. Landon is cool. We like Landon. I'm like, that says a lot about y'all. Just saying. Landon is so overhyped.
Oh my God.
He's kind of trash.
It's
Him and
just
Hope have
the
no
whole
chemistry.
Thing. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. I actually forgot, but I will go back. Sorry, but you get a character like Hope Michelson,
Mm-hmm.
who's tribrid,
Right.
who's a vampire, werewolf, witch,
Yeah.
and the only thing she cares about in all the plot that she gets, every single character moment is about Landon. We got to save Landon. Do this for Landon.
Stupid.
Da, da, da. Why does everything she does have to revolve around a man?
Yeah.
Point blank, period. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
do something with her
Yeah.
besides talking to Landon.
That's all she cares about.
Yes.
That's why we don't like
It's
him.
like she cares about Landon, and then she's like, hey, Lizzie and Josie, all right.
Yeah.
But Landon's...
The writers really kind of fumbled on that one. Just saying.
No, but the 100 really pissed me off because It's controversial. Okay. Well, first of all, I think that Raven and Murphy should have got together because there was so much
Yes.
chemistry. Oh my god,
Yes.
the whole enemies to lovers thing.
Oh
like
my
they
God,
turned into like
yes.
such good like friends, and
I
like
know. And
there were moments.
I don't like Amori.
Oh my god, we hate Amori. Sorry,
Amori is not my favorite.
but I don't. You just watch the show and there's like when characters just have really good chemistry together.
Yes.
When actors have good chemistry, they had good chemistry.
They did.
And they didn't do anything with it. Like,
No.
come on.
You had so much potential.
And like I read the books, okay? And in the books, Bellamy and Clark get together, okay? And we're setting it up in the show. Why they were your main two characters, right? They started out, they hated each other, and then they grew to care so much about each other.
Yeah.
And at the end of every season, okay, we have to do something with Bellamy and Clark, and like, God, I could just go on and on. You know, when they were in Mount Weather,
Yeah.
and she didn't want to be the one to pull the thing and kill all these people so they could save their people.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll bear the burden with you. And I'm like, you're doing all this crap and then you're not going to put them together? Like, what?
Yeah.
You know, you can see, you watch it and you see how he be looking. And I'm
Mhm.
like, and they got married in real life. That proves there was chemistry there that you
True.
did not utilize. Okay.
True. That's true.
I'm sorry. I'll go on a rant. I hate every single one of their relationships except for Lincoln and Octavia, but they messed that up too. Don't even get me started. That was the only relationship that was good.
The next thing
And
I
y'all
was
killed
about
me.
to say was I liked the plot of Lincoln.
The plot of
The plot of Lincoln. The show, he was, at one point, he was like the only one on the show for me.
Bro, I seen this thing on TikTok and it was like, you know how when Octavia, like they first got to Earth, like she had the straight hair all the time.
Mm.
And then when she got with Lincoln, she started wearing the braids and
Yeah.
stuff. And then it's like, slowly after Lincoln's gone, like she kind of loses her braids again. And everybody's like, he probably braided her hair for her. And I was like, cries.
Oh my God.
He probably did that for her.
I love Lincoln.
I was like, I
that
could see
man
him
is.
doing that.
That man
I
is
cried.
fine. That is a man.
I'm getting hot in here talking about these shows. God.
I know. Let's move on.
I was going to talk about what I was watching, but dang, I'm sorry we went on a rant. That happens if you're new here. You
It be happening.
You just gotta be in it. I don't know what else to tell you.
The ADD and the ADHD
Yeah.
don't work in our favor.
No. God. It's hot. I've been on a thing where I've just been rewatching stuff. I can't find any good new shows.
Mm-hmm.
I've been rewatching Teen Wolf. Oh my God. Okay, Teen Wolf is cringy. And we all know it's cringy. And we all know the CGI is bad. It's like an 80s horror movie CGI.
Yeah.
But it's just like camp.
Yeah.
It's like good.
Yeah.
And like Dylan O'Brien is in it and he's so funny. And like the plot is Dylan O'Brien. Like you're there for Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that theme, the opening, like the theme song, it gets me hyped for that show. And I'm on season 3. I started watching it a few days ago. So I've just been rewatching that, and then I've been rereading a book series because that's all I can do is reread and rewatch things because I can't find anything good.
Oh. Yeah,
it's like
new.
nostalgia. It's great.
I
it's
love rewatching shows.
I've
Love it.
Like my 4th time rewatching Teen Wolf, and yeah, the ending of it's not that good. But I haven't. They came out with a movie. You know, they came back into the Teen Wolf movie.
Yeah.
First of all, Dylan O'Brien is not in it. But that's fine. He's more successful than y'all. Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll be quiet. But I want to watch the movie, but I'm like, I need to go back and watch the show because I haven't seen it in a while, and then I'll watch the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been rereading and rewatching, and that's it. And Mama's watching New Girl, so I've been watching New Girl with Mama, so I've been rewatching that. Oh my God, Winston was killing me the other day. He's my fave character.
I've been watching that show a little bit with Brandy.
God,
and
my
it's
ADHD.
cute. It's a really cute show.
It is. Once you get into it, you get into like season 3 and 4, like you can just tell they're just improv and all that crap, and it's hilarious.
I love Zooey Deschanel.
Oh my God.
I really, really like her.
She's so pretty. Her eyes. Oh my God. I wish I had big eyes like her.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Back into some pop culture stuff that's going on. Okay.
What's everybody talking about right now?
JoJo Siwa.
JoJo Siwa.
And yeah, everybody's talking about you, and she's going around saying, yeah, you can say that, but everybody's talking about me, so I'm doing something right. Okay, there is such a thing as bad press, though. I'm sorry, JoJo. Okay,
I have some thoughts on the new song, but
you know, it was an old song. Like another artist did that song, and it came out. Like, have you seen the video of the other girl singing it from a long time ago?
No.
Yeah. So it was a song that was written for Miley Cyrus, She scrapped it, passed it on to this other girl. This other girl recorded it, whole music video and everything. And
So JoJo didn't write this song.
no,
Nobody wrote the song for her.
no,
She just stole it.
no. She bought it from the girl to record it.
Okay.
Okay, so that I gotta watch it. She was on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Yeah.
You watch that crap?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. So she was on there, and I seen a clip from it, and she was talking to Alex, and she was like, JoJo asked her, she was like, "How old are you?" And she was like, "I'm 29." She said, "Yeah, that's about the age group that hates me." And I was like, okay. So first of all, I like the older 20s. I guess that's what we are now. We're still mid 20s, okay?
We're getting close to late 20s now.
But I feel like the reason why there's a problem with us, like we see her, like JoJo Siwa thinks she is so grown and so grown up, but this girl's 20 years old.
Right.
And it's like we see, like we just see it, and it's just, you're being cringe to us because you think you're so grown and you're 20 years old.
Right.
I don't know. And like she thinks she's making this big jump, and it's really not that big of a jump.
It's not.
Same upbeat poppy style. You just cussed a couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right?
Yeah. She's trying to like rebrand.
Yeah. And be like not for kids.
Yeah.
And stuff. And oh my god, I seen this TikTok, and this woman was like taking all her daughter's JoJo Siwa stuff, like her daughter doesn't want it anymore, doesn't want to have anything to do with JoJo. And I get it, like it's hard transitioning. I can only imagine from a child like star to
right. Yeah.
like there's a line where you do it, and some people do it really good, and some people don't.
Right.
Like I feel like Miley Cyrus, she came out and just started doing whatever, but I was cool with it.
Yeah. It wasn't cringy as fuck.
It wasn't cringy, and it just felt like a natural progression for her.
Exactly.
And I feel like Disney was holding her back, and she finally was, okay, I get to be me now. And I feel like that was her. Right. But I don't think that this new stuff is JoJo.
Right. She's like,
you know what I mean?
Putting on, like trying too hard.
Yes. And it's like, it feels like an act.
So what do you think of the song?
I mean, first of all, she didn't write the song. Second of all, I've heard people do covers of the song, and the song slaps. It's good. It's catchy. It is a good
song.
Like it's good. When other people sing it, it's all right. I just know one that JoJo Siwa cannot sing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get canceled. JoJo's gonna come for me.
Not JoJo. Well, I don't dislike JoJo.
I don't either.
I watched her on Dance Moms.
No, I don't dislike JoJo at all.
Yeah.
I just think, like, and she said it herself, like, she's not a singer, she's a performer.
Right. And that I agree with.
And she said that.
Yeah. I
don't think, so you didn't write the song, you're not that great of a singer, you're dancing, it's a performance, it's a persona.
I liked her dancing in the video.
Yeah.
Her dancing was good.
But
the video was cringy.
The side aerial was, I mean, slay. You can do that 20 years old. I can't do a side aerial.
Right.
I can do a back bend.
I can do a cartwheel. That's about it.
But I don't know. I just don't think it's her. I don't know. I feel like everything.
The song is good though. Like I know it's not her song, but like when I listened to it, I was like, oh, it's catchy. Like, I like it. It's alright.
When I see her doing that, I don't know. It's just cringy to me. And maybe it's because we're older and we can see that she thinks she's grown and she thinks she knows everything.
Maybe that's it, yeah.
But it's like, you don't, girl. Hey. You really don't. I feel like when she gets older, like maybe 5-6 years, she'll go back and she'll be like, man, I did some things wrong, which we all do.
Right.
But just when you're growing up in the public, everybody's seeing everything.
Exactly.
And why are these older people are having problems with you and stuff is because they see.
Right.
And like she still talks to Abby. She still doesn't, like, people are saying she doesn't understand how traumatizing her childhood was, like on Dance Moms and being in the public eye, because she's always been in that for most of her life. She
Mhm.
doesn't understand how to be normal, you know?
Right.
And
I
she
agree with
thinks that
that.
she still is, and she thinks that everything that Abby did, well, yeah, it got me here, and I appreciate Abby and everything. And I'm like, girl, were you not there when all these things happened and all this stuff came out about Abby and the way Abby treated people?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just sit there and say, yeah, that's okay, that's fine.
Right.
I mean, I can sit there and watch a show and she'll be yelling at a kid and I laugh at it. It's funny. But I ain't going to do it to a kid.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
feel like she's grown up in the public eye for so long. She doesn't understand what's been done to her.
Yeah.
You probably don't even know who she is.
I'm sure, like, I couldn't imagine being like a child star. Like, I'm sure I've been watching that Quiet on Set.
Oh my God.
And,
Don't even get me started.
And that shit is crazy. Like, they're traumatized. And Amanda Bynes, I feel like that's why she is the way she is now.
Oh,
because,
yeah.
like, they ruined her. It's
Have
sad.
you seen where people have, like, it's like, this is speculation that, either Dan Schneider or like somebody else on the show or something got her pregnant.
It was Dan.
Yeah, and she had an abortion at like 13 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. She was like doing these encrypted messages, like, and in one of them it said it was Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that's what she was talking about. But yeah, I've done went down the rabbit hole with that stuff too. It's sad. And Drake Bell, I mean, he's kind of got back on the right track now, but like he went off the rails.
It's amazing that he's where he's at and doing good. He has a podcast, by the way. Shout out.
I like Drake.
We have one too, Drake.
I like Drake.
Oh my God, he was like the biggest crush I had growing up.
Yes.
Like Drake Bell?
Yes.
Oh my God. I was in love with him. And like you didn't know what was going on with him.
Yeah.
And I feel like
like we watched Drake and Josh and had no clue. Like
Drake and Josh.
He was being sexually
best show.
abused. Like, I love Drake and Josh. That was one of my favorites.
Oh my God.
That and Hannah Montana was like my two that I loved. My favorites.
It's traumatizing. I haven't sat there and watched all of Quiet on Set because it is so like that's some deep stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't sit there and I haven't not finished it because it's a lot to take in.
Oh, I like stuff so like that. I like. Well, y'all know that I watch murder documentaries in my spare time for fun. So
I put on a murder documentary and go to sleep.
The other day, Brandy and Caden was here, and I was like, "Y'all want to watch this movie about this girl getting abducted?" And they were like, I was like, "It's good. We should watch it." That movie was good. I mean, it's like low budget, and the acting's not that great, but I like the story.
Yeah.
They said that it was alright, that he liked it. The acting's just really bad.
I just want you to tell me how it ends because I didn't finish it, but I watched like half of it.
I'll tell you how it ends later. Don't let me forget.
Cool.
I've had really bad brain fog. Like, you know how when you're sick and you don't feel good, like it's like your brain just doesn't work.
My brain doesn't work already. I have
like,
to take meds for that.
I've had brain fog all day. Like, this morning, I woke up and Dia took Noah to school and he was like, you want something to eat? And I was like, well, I just really want a bowl of cereal. Well, he put like this much milk in my cereal. And I was like, that's dry cereal pretty much. So I was like, I'm just going to put a little bit more milk in it. Like, thanks, honey, for making me a bowl of cereal, but you didn't put enough milk in it. So I went to the fridge, opened up the door to the fridge, grabbed the gallon of milk, poured the milk in my cereal, and then I just put the gallon of milk in the chair beside me and left the refrigerator door open and just started eating. And Dave was like, what are you doing? He's like, are you going to drink all that milk? And I was like, no, it's a whole gallon of milk. And he was like, okay. And I just left the fridge open and the gallon of milk just sitting there. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was trying to talk to Dee earlier and I couldn't even get my thoughts together. I was like, I'm sorry. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. But I do have a house update. They started framing this week. It's been raining, so like I'm really surprised that they've been out there working, but they've been out there working. And now they have like the starting on the floor. So you can see where like it's gonna actually be floor.
They building like the darn Sims over there.
I know.
Like it's fast.
Yeah, I know. It's scary.
That's what looks weird.
But they finished like the waterproofing and everything. The inspector came out and everything was good. So they started the framing this week. So that's exciting. We have what will be a floor now. And I told Brandy this already, but we're going to do the thing where when they get like the framing up and stuff, we're going to write the Bible verses on the wood. So I'll let you guys know when we get to that point, because we asked our builder about it, and he said, I'm really glad that y'all asked. He said, because a lot of people like just don't ask and they just go do it, you know. He said, but I will let you guys know, like, hey, this will be a good time to go do it. So whenever they let us know, I'll let y'all know. But I want to do like get like maybe some snacks and like some, not like alcoholic beverages, because it's gonna be like a Jesus thing, but like
You can.
like maybe like a mimosa or
Jesus
something.
drank wine.
Wine, yes, wine would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
But get like some snacks and like some drinks, and maybe do like a Bible study and like write the Bible verses and like pray over the house. Like I really want to do that, and I want like my friends to come and like his family and my family to come. So that'll be really fun. And I have a car update, because if you didn't watch the last episode,
Which I know y'all all did, because it got a
Which-
bunch of views.
I'm sure you did.
By the way, subscribe to our channel and like this video. It helps us out so much. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Sorry to plug, but
You gotta plug.
You
You
gotta
gotta plug
plug.
it in. If you guys didn't watch the last episode, my husband wrecked his car. He got in a wreck on the highway and totaled his car that we just paid off a few weeks before that. And I was having a full mental breakdown about it, because I was like, what the heck are we gonna do? We're in the middle of a mortgage. We can't finance anything. What are we gonna do? We have one car. But he found him a car. So now we have car.
we have car.
We have car. It's a Dodge
We have
Durango.
purse.
It's a Dodge Durango, and it's really big, which I like. And it has like a third row in it and everything. So it'd be like a really good family car. And I drive like a SUV type car too. So we have two good family cars, good vacation car.
Mhm.
Like, so he has to get like a few little things done to it, but nothing crazy. He had new brakes put on it today, and there's like a crack in the windshield that they're fixing tomorrow. But other than that, I mean, the guy who sold it to him, he like pretty much redid the whole entire car already. So it's pretty much like a new car. But I like it. I'm gonna drive it tomorrow. I want to drive it because it's really big. You can see everything in there. And
I'd
it's
be
really
scared
roomy.
to drive a car that's that big, like,
Yeah.
because I already hit stuff in my little Nissan.
Yeah.
I swear, I hit the curb every day when I leave work, and it's just like,
It's fine.
and you hear, Mama,
okay.
if you're watching this, I don't do that.
Just kidding.
Just kidding, Mama. My car's fine.
That Starbucks that we have on the other side of town, I
Mhm.
used to always hit that curb right there.
Oh yeah,
Always. That curb just hits you.
it does.
That curb hits you.
It really does. Like, it's the way they did it. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's not big enough. So that's what I blame it on. But house is good. Now we have a car. And as far as life goes, other than me being sick and working my life away, Noah fractured his foot in 3 places. He's on crutches and he has a boot on his foot. He
Little baby
can't.
boot.
I know, it's a little baby boot. He can't like walk on it yet or anything. The swelling was really bad at first, but it's gone down a little bit, and he's kind of like, he was really scared at first to like even put his foot like towards the ground, like he was like keeping it up. But
Mhm.
now he's getting a little more comfortable to where like he's kind of like putting his leg down a little bit. So he went to the orthopedic doctor, and they said that 4 to 6 weeks he would be, out of everything like PE at school and stuff, and 8 weeks with no sports. So that pretty much means baseball season's over.
That sucks.
Yeah. Because he hadn't really got to play.
Yeah.
It just started. But they said there's 2 tournaments in June that he might be able to do. But it's a big maybe. With him being a kid, like, he'll heal quick. Like, kids heal quicker,
Mhm.
than we do. Like, when I hurt my ankle and I was on crutches, like, it was rough.
No, let me tell this story real quick. When Hannah was on crutches, we were in 9th grade.
Yeah.
Hannah was on them crutches for a while.
3 months.
3 months.
Mhm.
And I had like a pass that I could be late to stuff because I had to carry her books, because obviously she couldn't carry her books.
Because we had a lot of our classes together that year.
She was on crutches. We had like 4 classes together.
Yeah.
And then we had that one class when you had art and I had chorus, and it was like right beside each other, and then we had
Yeah.
a class together after that. So like we were near each other the whole time.
Right.
So I was her book carrier. I was her guardian.
Yes.
I had to carry her stuff for her because she couldn't. She had crutches.
Yeah. I couldn't walk, basically.
So we got the elevator key and everything.
Yes.
And we would be like literally 30 minutes late to class.
We really would be. Like,
I'm
we'd be
sorry.
milking every second of that. We'd be milking
We did not
every
go to
second.
class in like 3
Heck, by the time, because, I mean, our high school was a pretty big high school. And, like,
And we were going from 2 different buildings.
yeah, there's
'cause-
2 different buildings you have to go through. It would take me 30 minutes to damn get to one building to the other because I'm on crutches. And by the time we get to class, it's basically over.
And then they let us go early so she could get to her class.
Yeah, they'd be like, all right, well, you can head out early so you can get a head start
All right,
before the
bye.
halls start filling up.
And
Bye.
we abused those privileges.
We
so
abuse
much.
those privileges very much so.
And there were 2 elevators in the main building. We went to the one that would be furthest away just to go.
Yeah. Crutches ain't no
God.
joke, though. Like, they make, like, your underarms hurt really
Oh, I can
bad.
imagine.
And, yeah, I mean, he didn't know how to get around on them. So we basically was, like, having to teach him, like, and his mom, since he can't get up right now, his mom bought him a bell. Like, you know, when you go to the restaurant and they ding, like, order's ready, he has a bell that he dings. And I said, please leave that at your house. Please don't bring that here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'd be doing it every other second.
He FaceTimed me the other day and he was like, he was talking to me or whatever. And he was like, what are you doing? And I was talking to him and he was like, oh, hold on. And I heard him, ding, 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 ding. And I was
Hold on,
like,
let
what
me
are you
get
doing?
my service, please.
And he asked her for something, a snack or something. I can't remember. And he was like, all right, I got to go. I love you, but I'm hungry. And I was like, okay. Because he can FaceTime me on his little iPad.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll just be FaceTiming me like randomly. But he was dinging that bell. And I was like, hey, buddy, why don't you leave that bell there before you come to Daddy and Hannah's house, please? Everybody just, you know, pray for a speedy recovery for him because he's kind of having a hard time. You know, a 7-year-old boy, they have a lot of energy and he can't get up and like do anything really. So he's kind of struggling with that a little bit. So if you guys would just think about my boy and pray for him for a speedy recovery so he can get back to playing and doing baseball and stuff like that. So as you heard me say earlier, I have been staying at my mom's house, and I know that people's minds went to, oh my God, her marriage is falling apart.
I was going to say that earlier.
Her marriage is falling apart.
Stay tuned to find out how the marriage is fallen in shambles. Unlike the house that is being built, their foundation has grown.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
No, that was not what I meant.
No problems here.
No problems here. Me and Dee are doing great. As you know, I live in Crackhead Street.
If y'all have been following ever since we've got to season 2 of this podcast, every episode is what crazy something happened this week.
Yeah, at my house.
What happened this week? Well,
I swear, the crackheads, they live down here, and some weird stuff has been going on. And as I've said before, that, you know, I stay alone here 3 nights a week. My husband works 3rd shift, and you know, I kind of was already like on edge about being here by myself.
I
and
feel like you're already a paranoid. You're a very paranoid.
I am
person.
paranoid.
And I feel like you kind of got out of that a little bit, but now you're going back into it.
I would say paranoid a little, but I'm more of like cautious. Like,
just aware of your surroundings.
I'm very aware, and I think about things, and especially like me living in Cracktown right now, you have to be. And like, you know, I have a security system, I have cameras, but sometimes I just don't ease your mind like enough. And it was getting to the point where things were happening that like I didn't feel comfortable being here by myself anymore. And I mean, there's nothing that Dee can do about it. He has to work, like he has to make money. And I just made the decision to stay with my mom on the days that he's not here. I've been doing that for the past, week and a half.
Yeah.
So 3 nights I stay with her, and then I obviously stay here when he's home. Him and Noah are here, and it has really helped my anxiety. I didn't realize how much anxiety it was bringing me, and I like staying at my mom's because her and Timmy kind of spoil me. Like, Timmy will call me and he'll be like, "What do you want for dinner tonight? I'll bring you dinner." And I mean, I'm not like paying for food. And I love Timmy. We love Timmy. But yeah, and my mom like
I
cooked
wish
me
Timmy would go
breakfast.
on vacation with us.
I know.
You know how much fun he would have?
Yeah.
I like seeing people have a good time.
Yes.
And I like
Timmy's
seeing
a
Timmy
good
have a good
time.
time.
Timmy is a good time.
Timmy, if you're watching this, go on vacation with us next
know.
month. Please tell your mom to tell Timmy to come.
For those of you who don't know, Timmy is my mom's fiance, but I call him stepdad because he's basically my stepdad.
Even if he doesn't come for the whole time, I would love for him to come. He would make the trip.
Timmy is a great time. If you go on my personal channel and watch my first vlog that I posted on there, my very first video, you'll see Timmy and know that Timmy's a good time.
I want
Go
him
check
to
it
come
out.
so bad now.
I know.
He would have fun there.
I know. We love Timmy.
He'd be so excited. I
Yeah.
could just imagine.
Because, Timmy's watched it all.
Yes.
So,
Timmy would love it. We'll get him a t-shirt.
but Timmy has 2 daughters himself, and he loves girls. Like, he's always said, like, I want 3 girls. He never wanted boys, and he loves being a girl dad. So, I love that. But he's always like, what do you want for dinner? And then Mom cooked me breakfast one morning, and I love staying there. I feel like kind of like a kid again. Like, it's kind of nostalgic. Yeah.
See, that's where I'm at, but I've been at my mom's for too long.
Yeah.
It's like,
now I could see if I was
all
living
right.
there.
I want to leave.
Yeah. Now I could see if I was living there, it would be different. But basically, why I'm there, and I won't go too deep into it.
I'm sure your mom loves it.
Oh, she loves it because she's there by herself, so she loves having company, and I love having company. And I have a camera inside. I watch Lola, so I can make sure she's okay.
Just bring her one day.
Mama won't let me.
Why?
She said she's gonna pee and poop everywhere.
No, she won't. If you'll just get her like a little thing with some glitter.
I
in
know.
it, she'll
I
know
tried
exactly
to
where
explain
go.
that to her.
And if you're listening, she is perfect.
But you know how territorial Ellie is, though. Ellie is my firstborn that lives at my mom's house. Ellie does not like other cats whatsoever. When I'm at my mom's, like, it's kind of nice because I don't get to see Ellie as much, and she'll let Ellie come in for a little bit, and she'll like lay on the couch with me. So like I'm getting to see like both my girls. So I love that. But the reason why I've been staying there, and I won't go too much into it, but basically I caught on my camera that a van pulled up basically in my yard, but wasn't really on my property, but close enough, which was why I couldn't file a police report because they weren't technically on my property. They pulled up in front of my house and rolled down their windows and took pictures of my house and kind of hung around a little bit and drove off.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I seen the video. They fully stopped. There was 4 of them in the car. And
I have them. I saved the video. Like, I have them on camera. And I didn't tell you this, but they drove by again. And when this happened, mind you, this happened at midnight. Nothing good is going to come of this. Like, why are you driving by somebody's house at midnight and taking pictures of their house?
I feel like they was scoping out places.
They were.
Too, and they were taking the pictures so they could come back.
They absolutely were. And they drove by again during the day. They didn't really stop, but they kind of like slowed down a little bit. Now I know exactly what kind of car it is, what color it is, what's a van. I know exactly what the make and model of the car is and what color it is and everything. So now I know what to look for.
You should, our friend that's a cop, you should literally tell him.
I was wanting to file a police report.
We've gotten on his nerves so much. Me and Hannah.
No, he loves us.
Me and Hannah has had so much going on with the cops, especially when we lived in the apartment and our friend who's a cop lived right underneath us.
Mm-hmm.
We done been to him about so much, but we can't help it. This stuff happens to us, okay? We had to go file during police reports.
On the maintenance guy. Because he blocked me in my parking spot and wouldn't let me leave. And then he got fired.
Yeah.
So.
He was very rude to us. We would go to the pool basically wearing nothing because we're young girls.
Yeah.
We'd be the only ones at the
And he
pool.
would come look at us.
He would come. It was really creepy.
Yeah.
And he
would just come sit out there and not say anything and just sit there and look at us. And of course, now we can't relax. Like, now we have to go because you're being a creeper.
Yeah. And then we got him banned from the pool. Like, the people said he should not be over there anyways.
Yeah, they said that wasn't even his department to work in.
All he did was fix stuff inside the apartment.
Right.
Why are you sitting out looking at young girls?
Yeah. because you're a creeper. And then one day we later found out he was drunk, and he blocked me in my parking space and got out of his car and started screaming at me because he said I was speeding. I said, for one, I wasn't speeding. And for two, are you a state trooper? Where's your badge?
Mm-hmm.
And for three, you need to let me out of this parking space because you're blocking me in. And now I'm feeling unsafe and uncomfortable. And like I'm verbalizing this. And you're still sitting here screaming at me.
I
So,
remember
yeah.
I
He got him a pretty low charge.
I was off work. He was coming to fix something in the apartment. I don't remember what it was. Dude, I'm trying to remember what it was. And it was my toilet.
Oh, yeah.
And you were at work. I was there by myself. I had called somebody. I had stayed on the phone with somebody the whole time because he was there.
Mm-hmm.
And like I kept that door open,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't feel comfortable being there. Like I didn't realize he was coming at that time, and I was like, oh shoot,
Yeah.
I'm here by myself.
Right.
We had to go file a police report on a man. But anyways,
Yeah.
I feel like you should let him know that this is going on. Like you might be seeing you at the police station again.
Really couldn't file a police report because technically they weren't on my property and they didn't damage anything and they didn't really commit a crime. So it's like, what do you do?
Feel
like,
unsafe in your home.
But they don't care about that. Unless
so you're
they can
wait
charge
until
him.
something bad happens.
Yes, that's exactly what they do. Because I've inquired about it and they'll say, well, they will record it and keep it on file. But basically, they're going to wait until they actually break into your house to do something about it. So I have taken all of my valuables out of here. When I go to my mom's, I take like my jewelry, and I should not have to do this, but I take like my jewelry, like my iPad, my laptop, like all of that, like I take it with me because it's just not, it don't set right with me. So I don't have nothing in here that you would want. And I mean, like I said, I watch all them crime shows and all I can think about is they're going to come in here and rape me. Like, that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been having a good time staying with my mom. And obviously I still live here, like my husband and my kids here. So
that's why this episode is a little later too. Like we've had a lot going on.
The schedule is off now because we normally would film while D is at work, but I haven't been here at that time. So we're kind of having to revamp like our schedule a little bit. Give us some time to like kind of work out. But when I have my new house, we won't have to worry about any of that. So it's just temporary. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on with me since the last episode.
I've done realize that I can't afford anything, and I don't know how I'm ever going to afford anything. And I'm like trying to save money, and I'm like, well, I can't. I've just realized that I can't. Like the year, I swear the years just get shorter and shorter. Like it's already summer already.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when am I going to have time to be able to buy a car? When am I going to be financially able to buy a car? I can't do it this because I have this plan this. I have this plan this. I have to pay this at this time. And it's like,
yeah,
what am I supposed to do? I'm just one person.
Right.
And personally, I don't need a man. I just need a man for finances. Like if I was a 2-income household, I'd be all right.
Yeah.
You know?
It's even hard with a 2-income household too.
But just imagine being one person. Like I can't do anything.
No, I wouldn't be able to do anything by myself.
And I don't know what to do. And I could stop taking trips. First of all, I'm not taking that many trips this year.
Yeah.
I literally have like a few, and it's just small weekend trips.
Right.
And for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Like not paying a lot. I'm not going to sit here and not live my life, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a couple trips. But like we go to the beach, like that's free.
Right.
I just have to pay for food because your mom has a beach house. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Like even Mystic Falls, like, okay, I feel like if I pay for it like way far in advance,
it's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Like, and if I have to pay something, it's free too.
Right.
So like we've already paid for this like months ago. So that's already paid for. I already have money put aside that I've saved up for spending money down there. So like I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I manage my money good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I already have all that set aside, everything I got paid for. I don't got to worry about money while I'm down there because I've already been saving a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, dang, I'm never going to have a month where I can buy something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I feel you because like
and
without
everything comes
D,
by so fast. It's like it's
Yeah.
already somewhere already, and I'm like, I really want to have my own place and to live, and I'm like, how?
right. I feel you because without D, like I'd be in the same boat as you. Like,
Yeah. And like everybody's like saying like, oh, why don't you have a boyfriend? I'm sure you're talking to somebody. You're a pretty girl, and I'm like, no, I'm not. First of all, I have to deal with myself. I hate myself. I already have to deal with all this conflict. I don't want to deal with the man stuff on top of that. Boy.
yeah.
Okay, I need to fix myself first. But I feel like, okay, I just can't put up with a man right now mentally. And I shouldn't have to.
And that's
you
fine.
shouldn't be
Yeah.
obligated to be talking to somebody or have a boyfriend all the
Exactly.
time.
That's fine. Yeah.
Like, I feel like everybody that I work with, everybody's got a boyfriend or they're talking to somebody. So they break up. All right, I'm talking to this guy now.
Yeah.
Why? That's so much drama.
Yeah.
And it's these young girls too. And I'm like, y'all just don't even know. Like these young girls, I'm like, y'all just don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I'm just looking at these kids because I'm like 10 years older than some of these kids. And
Yep.
I'm like, y'all
just don't know. Just wait.
And I'm just listening to them talk about their problems. I'm like, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what a problem is, honey.
Yeah. You about to find out.
You about to find out. Gosh. But it's like, no, like I am fine with being by myself. Like I do most things by myself. I go to the movies by myself. I do stuff by myself. Sure, I'm lonely sometimes. Sure, I would like some company, but I really I just had financially. I just like I literally can't do anything on my own. Like I literally can't, and I'm so freaking frustrated.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "You're not talking to anybody?" And no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's fine.
What's
it matter?
I just don't want to waste my energy on that right now.
I feel
Oh
you.
my God, it drains you.
Yeah.
When you're like, even when you're talking to a guy, I feel like everything you do, you know, it revolves around them at first. Yeah. I can't have my life revolve around anybody else right now until I get myself healed mentally.
Yeah. And take it from me being a married woman. Now I've been married for over a year. Your feelings, like, I mean, your feelings matter, of course, but like sometimes the things that you want don't matter because like I have a child that I am responsible for. I have a husband and I have to consider his feelings and what he wants. And like, it's like once you're married, you become one person and it's like, okay, like.
And that is a good thing. Like
it
when
is
I
a
find
beautiful
my
thing, of
person,
course.
yeah, I'm down for that when I find my person.
But you have to be in that headspace. Like you have to be ready for that. Because marriage is not
and
easy.
I'm just not going to date anybody just to date somebody. Like
right.
I'm not.
At this point, you need to date to marry.
Yes.
Because we're getting older.
But,
like,
you know, when you're talking to a guy at first and you're like, everything, like you have to make sure everything's perfect. Like you're just so stressed about, and I need to post this so I can make sure so-and-so sees it. And
yeah.
I can't deal with that right now.
Yeah, that's so much.
Oh my God.
That's so much.
I had this customer come in today and he was like, he was traveling and he was coming in. It was just a guy sitting by himself and he was like, you ain't, he was like, how long you been working here? I was like, 7 years.
Yeah.
As a waitress. I know it's not the best, but
yeah,
I make enough money to survive, I guess.
Yeah.
Not really to live, but I'm here.
Yeah.
And he was like, you don't got nobody helping you? No. And he's like, you need to get back into school. And I literally told this customer, I said, I cannot work full time and go to school full time, and I would have to.
Yeah.
Like it's like I would have to.
That's how I feel too.
And I know even working, like, could you imagine you're already drained from work and then you barely have time for life itself and then have to do school on top of that?
No, I don't want
to
do
know
that.
I'm not good at school.
I'm
like
not
one of those people, like I have to study.
Me too.
Study to barely pass.
Me too. I'm not good at school either.
And
especially now that I'm older.
Like I already wasn't good when all I had to do was school.
Right.
Imagine school and work.
Yeah, I don't want to do that shit.
And he was like, well, he said, people do it. If people do it.
Okay, well, like, people may do it, but I don't want to do it.
He said, I did it. And I was like, listen, back in the day, y'all's rent was like $60.
Period.
I swear.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do it. And he was like, this generation don't want to work. And I was like, why are you telling me that when I'm here serving?
Oh my God.
Like, I was trying to hold it in. Oh my God.
It's not that
But-
this generation doesn't want to work. It's that we
Okay.
can't afford to live. Like,
I seen this TikTok and it was like, imagine this is our generation looking at, like, Gen Z looking at crap. They're looking at life and they're seeing, no matter what I do, I'm going to fail. If I go to school, I'm going to be in debt.
yep.
I'm still not going to be able to, I'm going to be paying off debt. I'm not going to be able to pay my bills no matter what I do. If I don't go to school, if I do a trade, if I just go get a job, no matter what I do, I'm still going to fail.
Yeah.
If you're looking at that, if you're already looking at life as like this game and you know that no matter what you do, like he was comparing it to like football. He was like, imagine like you're in the fourth quarter of a game
Mm-hmm.
and this other team's got 60 something points and you got 7. He said,
Yeah.
you know, you lost the game.
Right.
You know, there's no way you can win. Why would you want to play the game if you know you're not going to be able to win?
Yeah.
That's why. It's not because people don't have any motivation. It's not because people don't want to work. It's because they know that whatever they do, there's no way they're going to be able to have this life that people before us have had because it was easier.
Right.
Like, you know, you get a job, you get a job, you work, okay, you can pay your rent, you can pay your bills, you have a little money, you know,
Right.
you can save a little bit. It's no matter what you do. Like, it's hard for the single people. And it's hard for anybody, really, but especially if it's just one person. One person can't afford that. And, like, back in the day, it was like, okay, the man goes to work, the wife stays at home. The man can make enough money to support
The family.
4 people, like
Yeah.
the whole family.
Yeah.
Now, one person can't even make enough to support one person.
I know, like the housing,
know
the
what I mean?
bills, the food, the groceries.
Mhm.
Like,
I went to Walmart yesterday. I spent $80. I had 2 bags.
that's ridiculous. We got to go tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, God, it was awful
It's
yesterday.
grocery day tomorrow.
Ugh.
Cry.
But it's ridiculous.
Mm.
And it's like that really made sense to me. Like, you're looking at the game, like you do it like, okay, there's no way we can win, so why am I even trying?
Yeah.
That's why people
Sad.
don't have any motivation,
That's
because you
sad.
look at it. And he's like, back in the day, I did it. I worked and I went to school and okay.
I hear a lot of older people say that too.
And it's like, okay, good for you. Try to do it now.
Yeah.
Try to
How
do it
about
now.
you take my place and be my age and try to do that again?
Yeah, it's impossible. And it's like, you just got to do it. People's like, you just got to do it. You're like, no. I know that I'm not good at school. I know that I would still have to work full time.
Yeah. You can't afford to like quit work.
I can't afford to quit work. I really want to move out. I don't want to be living at my mom's when I'm 30.
Yeah.
But like I said, back in the day, one person can make enough to afford 4 people's lives.
Mhm.
Now one person can even make enough to afford one person.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
agree.
sad.
It is sad.
That's why everybody is depressed and on drugs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I'm a server. I have anxiety. I have depression. I have ADHD. I'm on all this medicine. Everyone that I work with is on something for anxiety or depression or everything. And it's a lot of the younger people too.
Yeah.
Like 18 to like 20s, like my age. Like
Yeah.
everybody's on something
Yeah.
because everybody's so stressed. Nobody knows what to do.
I used to be on it
I was
myself.
like, if there was a checklist I could go through and check the boxes, get like, okay, there's no guide, there's no way, nobody knows what to do, we're stuck. Like, this generation is just, you don't get nothing.
Mm.
You get nothing.
And I worry about bringing a kid into this world.
Me
Like,
too.
of course, I would love to have a child with my husband. I'm going to eventually. But, like, that is a big worry for me, is bringing my child into this screwed up world.
Mhm.
And Noah being so young and having to grow up in this screwed up world.
And it's
It's
like
scary.
you can barely afford stuff now, and then like you have a kid.
Mm.
That kid comes first too.
Yep.
Like, you got to be able to afford
Especially
things
a
for that kid.
newborn baby. How
Yes.
expensive they are.
Oh, for sure. I was talking to like some of the guys that I work with,
Mhm.
and we was talking about TV shows and stuff. And they was like, "Well, what's your favorite show?" I was like, "Of all time, my favorite show is The Vampire Diaries."
Mhm.
And they would just like laugh, like, "Really, The Vampire Diaries?" I'm like, "Okay, first of all, I hate when people judge people on what they like.
Yeah.
Like, let people like what they like."
right.
like,
What's it matter?
Taylor Swift said like one of the worst things somebody can do is put somebody down for liking something or like being, I don't know how she quoted it,
Yeah.
for having joy about something. Like,
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they was like, really? And I was like, first of all, I know y'all have never sat there and watched it.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are judging me just based on what you think. Like, I swear, if you watch
An
this show,
assumption. Yeah.
it is good.
Yeah.
It is a very good show. And I just hate when people have opinions. Like, there's this girl I work with, she's like, I just don't watch TV. I watch, like reality stuff and like real stuff. I just don't watch shows. And I was like, why? Do you not have an imagination?
Yeah. I have a big imagination.
You know?
Yeah.
I was like, why? And she was like, I just don't watch like fake stuff.
Oh.
Why?
That's a choice.
So, like, I hate when people put me down on crap. Like, when people don't like stuff that I'm like, dude, I promise. Like, you're just judging me. Like, I swear if you watch this, you would like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm, like, the same way. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, people that don't want to watch shows, I'm like,
I like watching shows. I just don't literally have any time to start anything new.
dude, and stuff that I like, when people don't like it, like when they've watched it and they don't like it, I'm like, I judge them. Like, I'm like, did we watch the same thing? That movie was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, everybody just has their own preference, I guess.
I guess. But I just hate when, I don't know how to say this, because I'm kind of contradicting myself. If I'm watching the same show as somebody else, and they just really, it was awful. I just hated it. I hated this. And I'm like, it was so good. And I just have the opposite opinion. I'm like, how do you think that way? This is so good.
Yeah.
If I put you on the show and you're like, I didn't like it, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I guess it's just people's personal preference. Like,
no, but it really got
everybody...
me when I'm sorry. I can't. But when, like, I said, yeah, my favorite show is The Vampire Diaries, and he was like, The Vampire Diaries, and like laughed, and I was like, you are
like, what do you watch, football?
Like, I watch all these good, like, these critically acclaimed shows and crap, and I love all these big shows and stuff, too. Like, I've watched all the good shows. I've literally watched every show.
Yeah.
I love me some Game of Thrones. I like some Stranger Things. I like all the stuff that everybody else likes, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you can trust my opinion.
Right.
Like, we watch similar stuff.
Yeah.
I promise if you watch that crap, you're going to love The Vampire Diaries. And it really just set me off. I was like, why are you laughing at me?
I'm sorry, guys.
It set me off.
I'm very heavily medicated.
I'm always heavily medicated.
I'm very heavily medicated today, and I'm here.
That's why we filmed the last episode, and I texted Hannah when I got home. I said, I did awful in that episode. I said, I was not there at all. Yeah, I said, I did not contribute. And I said, I'm sorry. I feel so bad. But I was just going through it last week.
Yeah.
I really was.
Now the roles are reversed.
Yep.
But this is part of life, you know? I mean, not every day is perfect. Not every day you're going to feel your best, and that's just how it is. It's part of it. It's not that serious.
Not so. Not serious. If you would say.
One might say that.
One might say that. But honestly, if you made it this far, let us know. We could literally sit here and talk forever, but what do you guys want to hear about? Obviously, we've been talking about, we do have a trip planned in May. We're going to Mystic Falls,
which I'm going to vlog.
Going to be a live content.
I'm going to vlog.
I'm going to do a TikTok vlog
for my personal YouTube channel. If you haven't,
and there's no point of me vlogging if you're vlogging, so I'm going to do a TikTok vlog.
Cool.
So you get two things in one.
Right. So you can follow Brandy on TikTok. You can subscribe to my personal channel. Mm-hmm. Also, another thing that I was going to do is I've been taking little videos and little bits of my house journey. And then when it's over, I'm going to like make it into like a video and post it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So that'll be coming up, maybe in like the end of the year.
But thank you so much to everybody that has subscribed. And like, we fund this ourselves, and it ain't cheap.
No.
And we're doing the best we can, but literally when we see that we have new subscribers, we get more motivated to want to film, and we want to talk about like whatever you guys are interested in. So y'all
Right.
let us know in the comments, please. I really appreciate anybody who sat here and made it through this whole video. I
Me
know it was
too.
a lot.
Yeah.
It always is, but
We're a lot.
I don't really know if we make sense.
We do.
Okay.
No, we do in my head. That's not saying much.
It's crazy up there.
It's wild up here. But anyways, guys, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, thank you so much for listening. Rate us 5 stars. Subscribe to our channel, and please like this video. And like Brandy said, comment if you made it all the way through. And let us know you guys' thoughts about everything. And
Yes. And do you like JoJo's song?
comment down below if you like JoJo's new song. Thanks so much for watching. And next episode, I promise hopefully I'll feel better and I'll be more alive. But thanks so much for still watching.
At least we made it through.
We made it. And my husband's going to cook me some chicken for dinner.
All right.
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
We're out of here.
Bye.
Subscribe.